Hello Capricorn, I'm here to do your full moon in Aries reading, the Hunter's Moon 2022, October 9th, and it is October 9th when I'm getting to your sign. It started yesterday, and I'm getting to yours today, so hopefully that helps too. I like to do the full moon readings around the full moon because I just feel like that energy helps to really bring things to clarity, closer to what the energies are and what you can expect for this to illuminate, or what you can expect to culminate for you. And I did kind of like come up with this to do for those of you who work with the transits of the moon. I personally don't do spell work, not in a manipulative way or at all, or especially for anyone outside of myself. But I know there's a lot who do that work, especially these days. It's become very popular to become witchy, which I don't, call it what you want. It is what it is. But, I maintain, or try to maintain, a high vibration in what I do. And hopefully those of you who find this helpful can help, like, utilize and give you kind of confirmation on the work that you're doing, if the results, and if the universe is in alignment for what you want your results to be with whatever work you do with the moon. All right, so I'm going to clarify at the end with the Numerology card to tie this together. Capricorn, this is full moon is going to be affecting your 4th house, home, foundation, your relationship with your mother, or just overall your sense of security. Okay, so let's get into this. Welcome back to subscribers and anyone new to my channel. If you are new, I am a reader that's called in and out of this collective work. I do not do it for pay. I do it for the gift and to help those who do resonate with my style of reading. It is fulfilling work for me, but there's just other things I've been called out of in doing this on a schedule, or just consistently, or relying on it for income like so many do. I used to in the past. Years ago I had a different YouTube channel, so enough about me. I just like to do that for anyone new who may be clicking on my videos. So at the recent past, you have Magic Stream with the Hierophant. So this is a very stable energy. It's an energy that flows. There's a really strong give and take in a family dynamic, and that's something of a tradition that has been set within your family. And for some of you, you maybe have established that, or it's just something that has just kind of goes back and is introduced as each new generation comes along. I feel like for some of you, you maybe learned something, or just put something got back in order, really, is what I'm getting. It's like you maybe learned a way to get a family dynamic or group of people you would consider family to flow a bit better. Maybe you learned some new things, or you established some new traditions, and they're now flowing with it, or you're flowing with it. Okay, you could have learned something too about your family lineage that gave you some understanding of why you maybe do the things that you do. So there's a flow here. There's something here that you found, or for some of you may have found. And if you are religious, if you do go to church, maybe for some of you, you found a church home where you feel like you are in alignment with the same principles, values in life, those fundamentals. You agree on those. You may be finding that within a new group or organization, if it's not church, it's maybe just something else that has to do with now. The Hierophant's also something here with the government. I'm getting something with home, something as far as assistance, but it could be also something here that you're learning how to create a stream of income and work from home, to further your stability, like to be at home but also make your money. That could also be something here that you found as far as a really strong work from home or remote opportunity. Okay, what we have for your current point Into the unknown and justice. Okay. Into the unknown. So for some of you, you're feeling your way through a new situation, and things may be in the balance, hanging in the balance. You got to really feel your way through it. Justice is blind, and then into the unknown is blind. The sun is in Libra. It's the 7th sign, and there's something about this period of time for you, Capricorn, that's very karmic in its way. Of you gaining some type of justice. If legalities, especially too, if you are just now acquiring property for yourself and for your family, and this is a stream or something maybe you wanted to pass down to your kids, or you are acquiring land or property from an older relative, then it may be new to you, and you're getting into the legalities of what it would mean to maintain that foundation, security, property, and what have you. So there may be something with legalities that you're dealing with in real estate that is new to you, and so you're feeling your way through it. Also, for some of you, going into a new space or where you're calling your home, you may be taking a stance where you're taking some time to feel your way through, like, the atmosphere and the people around, like, who are your people, who maybe not your people, or even in a new environment that is like family-like or something like that. It's like you're in this stage of like, okay, I'm here, but I got to feel my way out. I'm not going to rush into making any decisions. For some of you, a decision may be made. It's like you could be making a blind decision for some of you. Some of you could be moving home and just deciding that this, like, another space or place is where you need to be, or work is doing that. If you're not working from home, you just may be in new territory. But there's a thing that something's getting balanced out, and you are getting some type of justice here. So what we have for the challenge or resistance: Wizard of Awareness, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, patience definitely. If it's a challenge or resistance, and again too, yeah, you're here with this blindfold, and then your challenge is being aware of how long something will take, or the duration, or the particulars of a financial agreement. Some of you could have gotten into a financial agreement with others, and you're kind of now in this kind of wait and see mode. Being patient for your situation, and even especially too if you're buying a new house, coming into, then there's that period, of waiting to get to the closing and all of this. So there could be something here too where you're waiting for money, and maybe you don't know how much it is. So there could be some type of lawsuit or settlement that some of you are getting. It could even be some type of family involvement thing. The time it's taking and getting information and having clarity is a challenge or resistance for you. Knowing how long it will take for something to come to fruition and bear fruit and add to this security house for you. Even your foundation of how you feel about yourself. Your unexpected help is heal the ouch with the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting an apology, and it could be from a fire sign individual, but it also could be something that restores your confidence in a connection, a family connection, possibly. Could be healing. Also, for some of you, if you are getting into a space where you can work from home or work remotely, it'll be a very healing experience for you. Like, it'll be so good for your sense of self and your foundation, you would feel more confident. It's something that brings you more confidence. And I also feel like for some of you, if there has been some injustice and you don't know how it's turning out, and it's in this way of like, it's up in the air and you're not sure, you just know you made the decision to kind of seek justice or get it. It does feel like it's like an apology or something here that's owed to you, coming back to you, that restores your confidence in yourself and your confidence in your overall sense of security. And I feel for some of you, if you are moving into a new space, so like whatever space you were leaving, the new space is going to bring not only healing, but this sense of excitement and yeah, sense of excitement and healing, and maybe even breaking away from some traditions where it was like, some people look at this energy with the Hierophant, it represents patriarchy. So in that sense, maybe, you know, some of you come from that like very strict sort of background for your foundation, and it was something that was a family thing, and maybe now you're getting into this unknown territory, maybe even breaking into new age or spirituality, and but there's still this, it's like discernment and feeling it out, and what's right for you, what's good for you, what's not good for you. Like, you don't want to tip the scale too much as far as going from one extreme to another. So there's a process here, and you educating yourself on what some type of new foundation you are getting into in the form of your beliefs, or what gives you a sense of security, or what you feel is like, this is me, I fit into this, this is home to me, this feels like what I should be doing, practicing, believing, or having faith in. So there could be some of you that it's like, whatever you do end up taking action in and getting into as far as a new form of spiritual practice will just be healing from that old energy, and allow and awaken something and spark something within you, and some of you could be getting into some type of spiritual work from home. What we have for your advice, it is Metamorphosis, Two of Pentacles. Again, that balancing energy. You're in it. You've opened the door. You're there, and you're feeling yourself out. You're feeling it out, and it's like, go through the change. There will be a change from where you were, or what was established or set in the past, as far as what your family should follow, or what a group should follow, or what they should do. Two of Pentacles, it's balancing that change from where you used to be to where you're going. And then even if you're making a physical home change, there's just maybe a lot of things, and some of you could just be renovating your home, possibly just renovating. Yeah. Filling an empty space too for some of you. Some of you may have become empty nesters. Some of your kids may have gone to school. I mean, maybe that's a tradition, and in that way, maybe they're, getting out and independent and on their own. And now you have this empty space and time to fill. But yeah, allow the change to happen in whatever area this is resonating for you in. And there's a balance here that you can find in the knowledge that you already have, the seed that was planted in the past, and the new information or foundation or something else that's come in, that you can maybe find like a sweet spot for yourself. Because in this craft there are extremities. And for some of you, you're going through some type of growth and change and evolution in that way, where your foundation, whatever was set for your foundation, there's some type of addition to it that you need to be balancing out in a way that it's just like, it's something that you feel like it's good, it's positive, it'll come in, it would be something positive to take on as again, this is my home, this is what makes me feel like me. There's something new, I feel like. And so what we have for where things are headed, protecting treasure, and then we have the Ten of Cups. So I do feel like, yeah, things are headed into this sense of fulfillment with a home in particularly, and with your family in particularly, and then it's like protecting that from treasure of the rain, and for some of you too, there's maybe like protecting your assets, protecting your home, um, protecting your family in a new environment. Um, those valuable connections, those valuable relationships, continue to nurture and protect those. And then, in a sense, you are protected. And I also see this as spiritual protection. So there's strong, you have strong spiritual contact. Also, for some of you too, if you are getting into like spirituality in that sense, there is something here where your guides and your ancestors, there could be something here where you are like they're going to be very happy that you've gotten into a space where there's no longer fear of accessing their energy or their essence in your life. In some way, I feel like that. I feel like that in some way, that there's like you're getting to this space here. Now I'm seeing this lotus. All right, yeah. So I feel like that some of you are headed into a more happier space, or a space that feels more loving and not so strict and restricting, or the order of things. Maybe it's time now that things kind of change, or there needs to be a bit more of that matriarchal feminine energy, in the way that you approach whatever your home or foundation for beliefs are. So I feel like you're getting in touch with that. You're in the process of getting in touch with that. And your patience in that will pay off. But I do feel like you wherever you go, you're going to feel a bit safer too. Those of you who are moving home, there does seem to be this and holding on to what it is you found as a treasure for some of you too, who maybe are working from home or getting some type of home business started for yourself. If you are, and as you are transitioning, there could be a way of kind of moving between the two. And I'm also picking up someone who's like second home or second space, or with a partner, that type of thing that could be going on. But it feels like where you're going, it's a safe space. You're protected, and there's happiness and fulfillment here emotionally. So let's get an analogy message. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Oh, node. Okay. Yeah. Don't let the past hold you back. As far as like, as far as like your foundation, religion, things that were set for you, you may just be in this mode of now kind of balancing out, and not unlearning, but balancing it out. And maybe there is some things that you maybe would unlearn as you're learning what feels good to you, again, what feels like home to you, what feels like this is more in alignment with you. Don't let it hold you back, or as you are taking on something new that could benefit you, and bring you peace, and bring you that ability to kind of navigate different groups and different beliefs within your own family. It gives you this like openness, and also kind of like where there was judgment in the past, judgment, and that's coming in too with what is justice. Like there's a balance here now. It's like, wait, let's assess these two different things, because there's a point here, but then they have a point here too. So I do feel like that's something here where you're going to get to this kind of happy medium, or and not going to an extreme with something, keeping a balance. Like you keeping a balance. You could be even some of you are in a space too where you're mediating this old school and new school type of thing that's going on within and around your family. You may be that one who's a bit more understanding, and it might take some patience for people to come around and realize and come to the awareness, it may, you know, what you discover and what you see, it may take a long time for people to come to the same vision or understanding. So whatever your understanding is, yeah, just don't let your past hold you back, as far as establishing new traditions or new rituals or things in your life that you feel is more in alignment with who you are, because it will definitely lead to happiness in a form of kind of and you are protected in what it is that you're doing. Okay, something, it's almost like I'm feeling for some of you Capricorns, like being stirred into, okay, this is what they taught you, but now this is more like, this is who you are, or you know, this is where you're going to feel comfortable in your skin, because that's also this fourth house for me. I feel like just having that strong sense of identity in who you are. If you've been going through some type of crisis in that with the into the unknown, just give it a little bit of time and you'll get there. So those are the messages I have for you Capricorns. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching and take care.